Ah, greeting, my dear student. It seems you have wandered into the treacherous world of high society. A battlefield where wars are not waged with swords, but with cutlery and cutting remarks. Fear not, for I, Sebastian Michaelis, your humble instructor, shall guide you through this minefield of manners, poise, and dare I say, common decency. Now let us begin before I lose this enthusiasm. Anyhow, now before you can charm the elite, you must first conquer the table. Contrary to popular belief, your dining experience is not a race to finish the finishing line. Observe. Now here's for the cutlery basics. Forks to the left, knives to the right. And no, it's not that complicated, trust me. The cartoons make it look complicated. It's not that complicated once you get used to it, okay? Let's go on. Each utensil has a purpose, and most of it is obvious. Use the salad fork for? Yes, the salad. Dinner fork for? Yes, the dinner. And the dessert fork for? Well, I trust you can guess that one at this point. There is many ways to use the utensils. If you are European, you will hold it a tad bit differently. If you are American, you would also use it a tad bit differently. But some things do not change. You remember that at the same time. So long as you look proper, you should be probably good to go. Now for the napkin etiquette. The napkin belongs on your lap, not stuffed into your shirt. You there, are you preparing to duel with that fork? Hold it like this, not as though you're about to stab someone. Though that could be amusing at the right event. Now, for the posture and poise. While you may feel inclined to melt into your chair like wax, high society demands poise. Sit upright, shoulders back, chin level. You're not a sack of potatoes. Alright? And of course, when you're walking, glide as though you're a phantom hunting the halls. Not stomping about like a disgruntled boar. Ah yes, the hunchback look. Very chic in certain cribs. But of course, not here. When hosting, remember, your guests are yours for the evening. Meaning, they will be there for the evening. They won't leave. Try to make their stay as pleasant as possible. Oh, of course, if they insult your tea, then all bets are off. When you're welcoming the guests, greet each of the guests personally. A firm handshake, a warm smile, and for heaven's sake, make eye contact. You're not a frightened rabbit. Some guests do have a tougher approach to the handshake situation, and if that might be the case, then at times you're better off going along with it. Try not to be the one that is starting to be that person. In other ways, do not try to break ladies' hands. Albeit it's true that some ladies like a strong man, but this is not the kind of strong that you should be going for. And for creating ambience, lighting should be soft, but not dim. Music should be pleasant, but not intrusive. And flowers, tasteful arrangements only. Unless you wish to trigger someone's allergies and ruin the evening. Now, high society is rife with awkward moments, spills, faux pas, and occasionally the odd brawl over politics. Here's how to recover gracefully. Spills and accidents. If you spill wine, do not panic. Apologize calmly and assist in the cleanup. Playing about like a drowning fish will only draw more attention. See? Effortless. Grace is often not about not making mistakes, but being able to recover from those mistakes. Now let's say you forgot someone's name. What to do? You gotta be a little witty. Of course, there is the way of not addressing with their names, perhaps with their titles, perhaps with a common verb like sir. But there will be times where you may need to introduce this person to a new friend. If you're in a situation where a person comes up to you and says, "Oh, who's that fine sir maybe?" and you are at the situation to introduce them. You might want to say something which such as, "You do not know our delightful guest today? My dear sir, please introduce yourself to this kind sir. Something along those lines, perhaps. Try to be creative. Now let's say you're dealing with a rude guest. What to do? Should a guest insult you? Respond with a smile. That could freeze an inferno. For example, how delightful of you to share your opinion. How rare it must be. You see the point? Now, conversing with elegance. Small talk is the bread and butter of socializing. Keep it light, avoid controversial topics, and for the love of all that is refined, never bring up bodily functions at the dinner table. Ah, the weather quite lovely, isn't it? Simple, effective, and unlikely to provoke a duel. Albeit you're not living in Britain, of course. Lastly for today, I'll be talking about the dressings. Dress codes. For some events, casual wear is fine. For some events, semi-formal attire is fine. For some events, formal attire is what is needed. Now if you're going to a ball, what should you wear? Now if you're going to McDonald's, what should you wear? Now if you're going to a museum, what should you wear? Good. Hopefully you understand. Understanding dress codes can get crucial. Because if you wear the wrong thing at the wrong time, it can get awkward. And so, my dear students, you are now armed with the tools to survive even the most pretentious of gatherings. Remember, elegance is not a mere facade. It is a weapon. Wield it wisely, or risk becoming the event's entertainment. Now if you'll excuse me, I have important matters to attend to. Such as reminding a certain earl not to smudge jam on the drapes. Now farewell.